Namo Amida Butsu. This is a response to a comment I got. My largest problem is I can't chant because I have no privacy and can be easily thrown out of the house and become homeless, living with Christians. I can't be myself. I'm a slave. So first and foremost, my heart goes out to you that you're not able to express your faith or your devotion in a way that feels good to you. And what I would say is that in Jodo Shinshu, it's not a requirement to chant. It doesn't have to be out loud, though certainly I find that very joyful to do, and sometimes I sing. But the practice is called Nembutsu, which just means repetition of the Buddha's name. And there's no requirement that it be out loud. There's no requirement that you do it on beads. It can be done internally, silently. And that's the primary way that I do it throughout my day. I just went for a walk and was very slowly and joyously saying, Namo Amida Butsu. And sometimes my lips would move while I did it, and sometimes they wouldn't. So there's absolutely no requirement to make loud noise at all. It can be silent. It can be even without your lips moving. What's most important is not the doing it with beads, not the physical structure, but the intention behind it. And with that said, you can do it anytime, anywhere. I can't be myself. I'm a slave. Again, my heart goes out to you, hearing your living conditions. And the truth is, we're all slaves, and none of us can be ourselves until we're Buddhas, until we've achieved Buddhahood. All of us are slaves, and all of us are unable to fully, naturally, spontaneously just be who and what we are. I'm not trying to dismiss the painful circumstances you're living under, and it's the circumstances you're living under are no bar to practicing the Jodo Shinshu path. It might be inconvenient, certainly, and there's no bar to it at all. And because in Jodo Shinshu, there's really only two practices, and that's deep listening and then saying Namo Amida Butsu. And by saying Namo Amida Butsu, it doesn't have to be verbally out loud, and deep listening can be done anytime, anywhere. You can reflect on the preciousness of human birth, on your inability to lead yourself to enlightenment. So, this path is in some ways is ideal for someone in your circumstances, because you can reflect on, as can I have my own way of doing this. You can just reflect on how you're a slave just like everyone else, how every being in samsara is a slave and unable to really be themselves. So I hope this is helpful. And just to be clear, I'm not an official Dharma teacher. I haven't, as of when I started this video, I haven't achieved settled Shinjin. I have what I would call unsettled Shinjin, and I'm just someone on the path. So I hope this is helpful to you. See, the thing is Jodo Shinshu isn't a religion in the sense. It doesn't have any requirements for any kind of ritual, any kind of outward show. It's by show, I mean just outward action. It truly is a path of renouncing our attempts to achieve Buddhahood and entrusting ourselves to Amida Buddha, aspiring to be born into the Pure Land, and then repeating Namo Amida Butsu inwardly, if that's the only option. Thanks so much. Much love. And good, silent, inner chanting to you. I do this a lot. I think I'm done and then I'm not. We're all slaves to our blind passions and ignorance and delusion. And so the thing is, meditating on, reflecting on the unsatisfactoriness of samsara is actually a dharma gate. It's actually, they talk about the four thoughts that turn the mind towards the dharma. All day long, I try and view everything that's happening to me in terms of precious human birth. And I fall short, but as I go through the day, I try and reflect on the preciousness of human birth, um, the impermanence of everything, the law of cause and effect, and how dissatisfying samsara is. So reflecting on those things turns us towards Amida Buddha. So it's about making use of the opportunities, even when they're uncomfortable or painful. Thanks so much.